What's up, everyone? We're back.
Dr. Maxfield.
Dr. Shaw. Welcome back to our channel, Dr. Lee, where we talk about all things skincare and dermatology. Ignore what's on our face right now. We are doing a little bit of a pore unclogging right now. But what we're going to do today is we found some craziness on TikTok again. This one was courtesy of Dr. Maxfield.
So this is a video about lemon juice hacks. I think we've actually talked about lemon juice in the past. The context, I think, was lightening our hair when we were teenagers.
That's right, it does work.
But this individual talked about multiple ways to use lemon juice for your skin, your hair. So let's see what they have to say.
All right, so reacting to crazy TikTok videos, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, Dr. Maxfield, roll the clip.
Here's 3 lemon hacks that's gonna improve your hair and improve your skin. Hack number 1 is apply lemon juice and water directly to your skin. The lemon juice is enriched with vitamin C, and vitamin C has been scientifically proven to help brighten up your skin. Hack number 2 is apply lemon juice directly to your hair. Because this is enriched with vitamin C, this will help promote hair growth and help you maintain a healthy scalp. Hack number 3 is apply lemon juice to your armpits as a deodorant. This is dermatology proven that it will kill bacteria and bad odor.
Okay, I guess we'll pick them apart one by one.
Yeah.
All right, so first one, putting lemon juice directly on your skin. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, this reminds me of a video of someone, this person was trolling TikTok, and they were like, you have a cut, put lemon juice on it.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah,
the person, and the people were like, oh, I tried it and it burned. Lemon juice is irritating. If you don't know that from childhood, then let me tell you now, lemon juice is an irritating ingredient.
Right, highly acidic. Yes, he's correct. It does have vitamin C in it. So when people make these videos, like, it's actually with the best intention. So, like, I don't, blame these people for making these videos. I know we kind of criticize them because we're worried more about safety than anything else. But you will find articles online. Like, if you Google benefits of lemon juice on the skin, you're going to find everything he said in that video. So you don't really blame the creator for making this content. But we know lemon juice has high acidity, or low pH, high acidity, so it's going to irritate the skin. It also has furocoumarins in it, which when sunlight hits that, it causes a photochemical reaction that can cause a blistering burn and lead to hyperpigmentation. So overall, very dangerous to put lemon juice directly on the skin, especially if you're going out in the sun.
Yeah, and he did caveat it and said mix with water, but then he said directly apply it to the skin. Dr. Shaw mentioned the furocoumarins, and we know a lot of skincare products have citrus in them. Dr. Shaw mentioned this in a previous video, though, that a lot of companies deliberately remove those furocoumarins from them in the processing. So that's one way you can make lemon juice and citrus products safer. It will actually be doing a lot more talks about some plant-based ingredients and how to use them and what are the best ways to use them and what the benefits are. But then the second part of this was vitamin C. What are some problems, I guess, with trying to get your vitamin C from broccolini or papaya just from the grocery store?
One of the issues is that you have no idea what the concentration is, right? So with L-ascorbic acid, or the active form of vitamin C, all the studies show benefit between 8 and 20%. It has to be a certain pH in order to penetrate the skin. All these things need to come together perfectly in order for vitamin C to work. It's also very unstable. So when you use it directly from a lemon juice, you have no idea if you're even getting that beneficial amount that you need.
If you have been following the vitamin C saga over the period of years, you know there are a ton of different types. So you have L-ascorbic acid, which is the most highly active, and then you have the ethylated form of ascorbic acid, which is more stable. It probably has some benefits, but not to the same extreme. There are a million types because there are a million problems, and they're just trying to find the perfect formulation, which is everything with vitamin C. You may not get any benefits from topical vitamin C. I have an emergency packet actually right behind the camera, and I know that putting that on my skin is not going to be beneficial.
Or is it? Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. All right, so that's the one thing. So the second thing was hair related, right?
Yes.
Okay.
His hair thing was twofold also. So he said, apply it to your hair and it'll be helpful for hair growth. And then he also said it'll be good for the scalp.
Boosting the hair growth, no, that's not a thing for sure. At least it hasn't been studied. I mean, maybe it is a thing, but in order for it to increase hair growth, it has to either increase blood flow to this area or block androgens acting on the hair follicle that causes hair loss. I don't think it does any of these things. There are some natural ingredients like green tea that have benefits with hair growth, and other things, peppermint oil, pumpkin seed oil, rosemary oil, but lemon is not one of the things that has been shown to be beneficial for hair growth.
If you just think about the pathophysiology, so sometimes we go to studies and we're okay, are there any studies even that outside of the understanding how these things work, show that it could help. Lemon juice, there's really not anything out there. I think I found one study in a deep dive, but it was like a small lab-based study, no clinical relevance. So I'm like, no, lemon juice will not help your hair growth. Then pathophysiologically, no, it does not help with the 5-alpha reductase in the hair follicles, doesn't help with hormone levels, doesn't help the blood flow, doesn't increase or change the growth phase. So like all of that to say, no, it's like, no.
And then the other thing was what?
Hair health, scalp health.
You know, it does have some antibacterial, antimicrobial properties. So theoretically, if you had yeast that was causing dandruff, maybe. Still wouldn't be my favorite. Everybody knows my favorite is to use ketoconazole over the counter for dandruff. I would say no for that as well.
I would too, because you're either counting on the vitamin C to be beneficial for the scalp like it's beneficial for the skin, but like really aren't as worried about the collagen growth and hyperpigmentation of the scalp underneath your hair generally. And then the acidity, irritating again, and then it bleaches your hair, which it bleaches your hair. So there's that problem too. I mean, overall, another no for me.
0 for 2 right now. So we have a third claim. The third claim is what?
Apply the half a lemon to your armpit directly.
Okay, so this one's a little like up in the air here, right? So the studies do show that lemon can inhibit bacterial growth. It actually kills bacteria on the skin, kills fungus and yeast and all these kinds of things, right? And those are the things that actually cause body odor. So a lot of people don't realize that our sweat is actually secreted odorless, and then it's bacteria on our skin that converts it to an odoriferous compound. So odor is created by bacteria on the skin. So if you killed the bacteria, theoretically it would decrease odor, which is why I like using benzoyl peroxide washes in the armpits and groin to decrease that odor. So theoretically it could work.
It could work as a cleanser. No, not a deodorant. So here's the kicker, right? I would assume he's not saying replace your shower with the lemon. He was saying use it as your deodorant, which is where a lot of people go wrong. This was the same thing with the glycolic acid hack. So glycolic acid, we definitely know that's antibacterial. But in the armpit, it has the same problem of being 1, irritating. 2, glycolic acid was carotid. There's no role for like breaking up your skin cells in your armpit. And for here, lemon juice, so it kills bacteria, but it won't stop sweat production. So it's not an antiperspirant. And then unless it's like staying on your skin in high lemon juicy concentrations throughout the day, that bacteria is going to come back throughout the day. So I don't think it's going to have any meaningful role.
I'm kind of mixed on it. I'm like 50-50.
Okay, wait.
I'll give him like a 0.5 for this one. But what I will say is that we got to remember that the armpits and the groin are 2 very sensitive areas. They're what we call intertriginous areas, and so you have skin on skin. When you have skin on skin, that causes occlusion, and when you have occlusion, it makes whatever you're putting there more concentrated. This is areas that are really, really prone to irritation, so you have to be very careful what you put in those areas.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll give it a 0.25.
I'll give it a 0.10. So, but here's the thing. So if you put on soap, let's say you take a shower and you wash your armpits. Are you done? Or do you do anything when you get out of the shower? Do you put on deodorant?
Yeah.
Okay, now let's say you take a shower, you rinse off your armpits with soap, and you get out of your shower and you put on more soap. Is that going to work for you throughout the day? Let's just say you lather up some soap and just go on.
Soaps aren't always antibacterial either, though.
Let's say you're using a soap that is.
So they've I think done some studies on things like tea tree oil and things for like as a deodorant, and those tend to have some benefit. Or salicylic acid. There's some deodorants with like glycolic and salicylic acid in them now that seem to inhibit odor throughout the day, even if they don't have like fragrances in them. And that's like coming out of like lab studies. I've talked to a couple brands about this. Kind of an interesting thought. I still don't recommend it, but I think it was a good proposition.
Yeah, okay. So it gets the antibacterial part, doesn't function as an antiperspirant, deodorant in theory, yes.
It's not my number one. It's like I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay. There it is. Okay, I'll agree. That bumps me up to a 0.25 or whatever he said, and we'll just go with don't recommend. But in theory, it's possible.
So good effort on his part with the video. Not recommended on our behalf. For the armpits, I do like benzoyl peroxide, so you definitely look into that as a cleanser.
Followed by an antiperspirant, just for daily life.
I mean, I didn't wear deodorant for like 6 months.
Yeah, I didn't either, and then I hit puberty.
Okay.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
All right, well done. All right, so thank you all so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, we appreciate you always.
By the way, this is a salicylic acid mask from The Ordinary.
And now we need to rinse it off. This is a 10-minute
This has been on for like
time.
30 minutes at this point, and now I'm going to have like a chemical burn. See you next time with the chemical burn.